What's the point in making content if nobody ever sees it? One of the big concerns that a lot of my clients come to me with is, Paul, I'm already creating content, but my views are terrible. Now, I've got mixed opinions on this because I'd far rather take 10 very qualified views from the right people versus 10,000 views from random people. I think very much about being intentional is great. However, you're right. Ultimately, there's no point creating content if nobody ever sees it, doesn't see the light of day. And with LinkedIn, I think there's a lot of advice already out there. How do you get visible on LinkedIn? It doesn't matter whether you're writing a video, well, you're writing copy or you're recording a video. The advice is very similar and that is predominantly using 3 to 5 hashtags to make your content discoverable, even though LinkedIn said they were getting rid of them a while back, but then they didn't. I hate the algorithm. Engaging copy that goes with that. A good hook line at the top, good call to action at the bottom. That's fairly simple. And lots of people can have really good success with that without too much effort. However, if you've got a YouTube channel, like me, you're probably really annoyed with all the people who send you screenshots of your YouTube dashboard telling you how crap your SEO is. That's right. SEO, search engine optimization. We thought it was just for websites. Apparently it's not. For YouTube too. What I will say is, the principles for YouTube are very easy to get in place without paying somebody to do it for you. And actually, if you've got ChatGPT, you can really fast forward what it is that you're doing. I recently had a client come to me who was getting really good views on a YouTube. She's in quite an interesting niche in workforce management. And her complaint was that her channel was getting really good views. If I searched for WFM podcast on YouTube, her channel's not turning up. Now, see her point, right? Probably a lot of the views that she's getting are being directed there from her LinkedIn or from subscribers. But we want to discover new people. We want to make the channel discoverable so we get more views in from people who've never seen us before. New, fresh audience. That's great. So, 48 hours later, she was number 1 on YouTube search for WFM podcast. And here's how I did it. I'm giving you it all for free because I don't want to be an SEO expert. And I think the knowledge is easy enough that you can go away and implement this fairly easily. Right, first things first. Your thumbnail, which is the image that you see before you click on a video, needs to be really catchy. Needs to be almost, dare I say it, clickbait. I hate clickbait, but that's what it needs to be. It needs to make you stop and think and have an emotional reaction. What has to happen? It's not possible with every clip, right? But do your best. Make the text nice and big. Keep the layout really simple. Don't pay somebody a fortune to create these YouTube thumbnails for you. Nice large text, a face on there, displaying an emotion or a reaction is ideal. Get that done, right? That is what, when somebody searches for you on YouTube or searches for content similar to you, they're going to see that. You want to make them click on you. You've got to beat everyone else at clickability, as I call it. Second thing, the title of your episode or your video is irrelevant to what you call it in YouTube, right? I made the mistake and have always made the mistake until recently of titling my videos something that makes sense to me about what's in the content. Actually, what we should be doing is titling it something that makes it very easy for somebody to find based on the content. If they wanted to listen to that content or watch that content, what might they be searching for? Use ChatGPT to help you find it. Put in the transcript. Tell it what the video is about and ask it for ideas. Tell it to act like a YouTube SEO expert. And it'll come up with some great ideas. It'll also help you idea for your thumbnail text as well, because that needs to be really short and concise. So, in addition to that, hashtags. Hashtags are super important on YouTube. You can use up to 15 in any given video. My recommendation would be to have 5 to 10 hashtags that you use across all of your content. And then a few hashtags that are specific to that video, to that clip, to that reel, whatever it is, so that people can find that specific topic. And that means over a period of time, as you release more and more videos, you'll be covering lots and lots of hashtags rather than the same 10, right? That's very important. Your top 3 hashtags that you put into your post, into your video, they need to be in the description. And they can be anywhere in the description, but the first 3 that you use are the ones that YouTube will primarily use to get it in front of people. My other advice is to take your first 3 And if you've got space in the title, add them in the title as well, because it does help. It really does help. You just put it in the description. YouTube will automatically pick those up and turn into clickable chapters where people can skip to the bit that they're most interested in. It's another thing the YouTube algorithm loves. The last bit is keyword phrases. Now, you need to be careful with this because you can abuse this feature and be locked out of YouTube as a result, right? So up to 15 hashtags, put them at the bottom of underneath your description. Great. If it's a longer video, make sure you've got timestamps in there. So where do the important chapters happen within your video? Put those timestamps in. There's a formula process for doing that. Like, they will blacklist you if you abuse this feature. And a keyword phrase is something that somebody might be looking for. It's kind of similar to an SEO. It's from a hashtag, right? If they wanted to find my Javelin page, for example, they might be looking for video repurposing services, right? That's a keyword phrase. They might be looking for podcast advice. They might be looking for video content advice. All of these things, search phrases that people might be looking for. And again, ChatGPT is your best weapon here. Get it to help you find, again, similar to the hashtags, 5 to 10 common ones that you will use on almost every video. And then 5 that are specific to the video that you're looking at, that you're talking about. One bonus piece of advice here is just above it, add a line to help YouTube understand why you've put that stuff in there that say, follow this channel for more about, and then you list the key phrases. Okay, so that helps clarify to the YouTube algorithm that you're not what's called stuffing your description with SEO content to cheat the algorithm. You're adding valuable content in there that helps identify who it is that you should be showing this video to. With all of those implemented and making sure that the descriptions themselves were quite rich in keywords from the SEO, we were able to take her to number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. I think out of the top 30 videos that came up when I searched WFM podcast, there were about 3 videos that weren't hers, right? Absolutely transformed what we were doing overnight. She puts a lot of hard work into it. Her videos deserve to be seen. It's not about cheating the algorithm. It's about knowing how to be effective and get in front of the right audience. I totally didn't appreciate this, having come from work with LinkedIn first. Now that I know it, I'm really excited about it. I've implemented the same changes for my podcast and for my personal YouTube page, for my brand business page. And it's had a similar impact. I wouldn't say I've gone to number 1 because my niche is a bit broader. It's a bit less specific, which also leads back to a very valuable point. If you have a YouTube channel or you're going to create one, try and make sure that you have a niche within your industry that you can call out as part of that, because getting to number 1 for those keywords is much easier than B2B marketing, for example, right? I hope that's useful. There's a lot in there. There's a lot of steps, but there's not big steps. And once you've implemented it, and especially if you use ChatGPT to support you, a lot of that can be set up as copy and paste. A lot of that can be automatically added in your YouTube custom upload options. And if you want any advice on how to do this for yourself, feel free, reach out and give me a chat. Whilst I don't want to become an SEO guru, I will help people to do it. I do want to see people succeed, and I want to see people get the views and the success, more importantly, that they deserve. I'll see you next week on Content Classroom. Bye-bye.